Hi everybody, it's Friday and I've got another video here today. This is a fabric journal and it measures 7 by 4 1/4, and it's got some bows, a vintage lady with some lace and some fabric and some cheesecloth here. This is a doily that I got, or some form of a doily that I got at an estate sale. There's the spine. And there's the back. That lace is sticking out everywhere. I used twine to tie it with. Now let's go inside. The twine is adhered down, so you're not going to lose it. On the inside here, a piece of twine, I've got a pocket with a rose and some fabric, and of course the crocheted doilies to match the cover. And I've got my envelopes that y'all have seen numerous times, but I'll show one. Coffee stained. Big pieces of paper to write in. Both of them have paper. Put that back later. Over here, I've got a couple pieces of coffee dyed paper. And this book's got a few surprises in it, I think. Here's another little pocket, little clock to journal on. And here's another little tuck spot with a little butterfly and some sewing pattern and some lace and some of that grass cloth that I like to use. Over here, I've got another vintage lady with a part of a doily and a flower and a pearl, blue ruffles. And I've put, and this has got stamping, light script stamping on the back of the coffee dyed paper. And I've got 2 coffee dyed cards, one with a little flower. And I told y'all I was going to do some in Latin this time, so I broke out my Latin book and made some cards with those. Over here, we've got a tag to write on, some lace going down the side here, and a little pocket with a pen, and a little coffee dyed paper fold out to tucks right in here. On this side is one of those dual pages like I like to do. It's got a tag here with some lace and a safety pin and a sheet of paper tucked in. And this holds the paper, but you could put a date there, whatever you like. A little bit of French and some lace and lined paper in the background. Over here is a coffee dyed glassine bag with a little ticket and some washi tape. And on the inside, I've got this little booklet with a rose and some dictionary page. And it's got a little mini pocket. And on the back, you've got some Latin here and a place to journal or put a photograph if you like. Over here is some script stamping in the background. It says grateful with a ruffle and some different pieces of fabrics up under there. And you have a little card and a little envelope. And it's got a couple of things in it. It's got a little piece of coffee dyed paper and a bee. So 2 little cards in there to journal on. Write something special. And then this is also a card that I embossed and then I sprayed it with some, I think that's Lindy Stamp Gang. Put a vintage picture. There's the back. And then you also have a place here. You know, I like to see everything. I have to see the faces. Over here is a piece of coffee dyed paper with the script and some, looks like I sprayed some Lindy's there. And I didn't stuff this pocket, but I will. I just took a piece of scrap paper and stuck it up there just for a little interest. But that's a pocket there, and I promise I will stuff it. Got some fabrics here with a paper flower and a pearl, a little bit of stickles, and some like I said, some fabrics. Over here is another one of those dual pages for journaling. Got a little tag here, gentleman, coffee dyed paper, and a swan. Pretty. Over here, I wanted more journaling in this book, and this is one of my little tricks to get it. I've got a piece of ruffle up here, nice little advertisement for some soap, and this holds all these papers. They flip up, so you've got all this to journal on here. And this is with that quilting thread, so it's a little raised and textured. It tucks nicely there. Over here is a vintage ad for wedding dresses and some blue striped fabric that I inked this time. I didn't coffee dye it. And some lace. And here's a little booklet. And a little pocket with a fleur-de-lis. And it's got some tickets in it. And a little bee. And then this has got, it's craft paper envelope. And it's got a card for journaling there. And this is a dressmaker's tag. And I made a pocket with this and put some stringy fibers back here and some lace. And it's got a little tag and a ticket in it. And then it opens up. Let's make sure I'm in frame here. And here's a place, I didn't put anything in this. This is for you to put your goodies in it. Can y'all see that? I think so. Okay. Got some Latin going on here. A ticket. It says blessed. Look, she's sewing the bottom of his breeches while he's got them on, which I think is hysterical. Over here is a place to journal with some sewing pattern paper in the background. And it's got a little charm. Bird cage, bird in a bird cage. And vintage ephemera. Cards for journaling. Little butterflies with that corrugated paper. And some lace sticking out here. And over here is a pocket, and that is a stamp, a vintage stamp from Finland. I went to an estate sale, and I found my bag that I had of, I bought, this guy was a stamp collector, and he had stacks and stacks of stamps. So I bought several baggies full of them. In here I've got a little booklet. At the front part's a pocket. So it's got a little booklet with some interesting coffee dyed papers in it, and some ephemera, some stamping. And then a ruffle with some stitching there with that thick thread. What we got today, because I'm hungry. We have got Hunt's Best Chicken Salad. Adelaide Hunt from Ruston, Louisiana. It says so good. Somebody needs to try these recipes and let me know if they're good. So good beef and broccoli salad, creamy Cajun coleslaw. Now we're talking. That really looks good. I think I'll pause here so I can get that. He's from Thibodaux. And that tucks behind there. And over here is a little flower with a brad and a place for dating or whatever, but they hold this card. And that's a eyelet fabric that I just tied into a bow. And then a place to journal with some pretty birdies. Some pretty birdies. And then over here is a vintage lady and a place to journal. And here's another envelope. I didn't put anything in it either. It's just left for whatever you want to put in there. And over here we've got some ephemera. And it says, today is full of possibilities. And I used this paper clip to hold it down. I did not put a magnet in this one. And it's a spot for journaling. See if I can get that back on there. Come on, little dude. All right. I just missed pockets this time. So I will be stuffing here. This is a pocket. Where's my little thingy? It's a pocket there, so I will be stuffing that. Little tag that you can write on, a piece of sari silk with a vintage lady. And the other half of the coffee dyed glassine bag with some washi tape. And on the inside, some papers to journal on, the snippets. In they go. And on the back side, a piece of music paper with some stitching. And over here, some really beautiful lace. I can't even remember where I got this. With a part of a doily and some lace and some French here. And some blank pages here to do what you wish. And then over here is a vintage style ticket, pretty rose, and a piece of ephemera in the background with that to hold the bottom. And there is the back. And here's the back side of the journal again. These are tacked down, and this does go up under it. If you don't like it, you can just pull it out and put it across the top. And there's the front again. And I want to thank y'all for being with me today, and I will see you shortly in the next video. Bye-bye.